With drawing rectangles and squares freehand and in perspective, basically if you're going to draw any of them that are at a slight angle, which would make them in two-point perspective, start off with a leading edge and then start sketching in one plane at a time. And really the only thing you need to remember as you're sketching it in is to make those lines parallel, the tops and the bottoms and the sides. So long as they're parallel to each other the way you sketch them in, it's going to feel right in correct perspective. Now, similar to the cylinder, it should be either parallel to each other or very slightly tapered in. Like you can see at the top, the two side perspective lines slightly bend into each other. So in any event, it should be something that at minimally all of the lines are parallel to each other or are slightly tapering in towards each other as they go away from you in space. And do this gesturally so that you can get these lines and start with lighter lines with those sort of pantomime motion first, and then decide the angle you want to see it at. Like this would be closer to your eye level, so it's a little flatter, and you can see I'm using the other lines as a guide to find the same angle, and I'm working transparently, and that helps guide me to help visualize these structures. And also using line weight to create the idea of volume rather than shading the object. So this is a faster way than to sit with a ruler, but rather than to, it has a more organic feel to this type of sketch to do it this way. And you could see the corrections I'm making as I go. And if you're drawing the square in one-point perspective, meaning any square that's facing you, it's the same idea of making those lines as they recede away from you at minimal parallel to each other, and drawing transparently to help your viewer get a good idea of the structure you're